Hey everyone, midterm's finally done, and I'm done checking your responses, and I've ranked all of your scores, and now we'll finally be able to publish the results. So before we start, I just want to say thanks to everyone for participating. You didn't really have to do this. This was really just out of fun, right? But thanks for those who took the time to answer the exam and provide feedback to the videos that I've been doing. Okay, usual disclaimers. I'm not a professional developer. I am not affiliated with anyone in XD, and everything that we're gonna talk about is gonna be based on my understanding of the endgame codes and my actual gaming experience. So I mean, I will try to remain as accurate as I can with all of the explanations and the answers, but there could be some instances where I could also be wrong. So just throwing it out there. So take everything with a pinch of salt. Okay, so today we're gonna go with the results of our midterms, and for those who aren't aware, we basically made a test, and the topics that were covered were these 8 videos. So Def 101 and 102, Refine 101, Evasion 101, Range and Crit 101, Status Resistance, and our very first video in this series, which is Intro to Damage Formula. So it was a 20 item test, and there was no time limit. So everyone was free to join and answer. Um, like what I said, there will only be one attempt per person, and as expected, there would be some who would try to do it multiple times, maybe out of curiosity, right? So for those instances, I deleted their succeeding responses. So the scores that I took for them would be the first one. So passing is 75%, which means you need to have 15 correct answers, right? And we've closed the exam on July 17th. So it was around 3 p.m. So if you were trying to answer the exam post that time frame, my apologies, it's already closed. As promised, we will be giving out rewards. So I can only give out 2 rewards. One is for our top scorer, so it's basically our top student, and another one would be a premium raffle for everyone. So sorry, not everyone, just one person pick at random amongst those who passed the exam. So with the results out, um, let me show the, the actual results. So this is our ranking. There were about 200 people who took the exam, which was really awesome, guys. Thanks for taking it. Our top one is NisaRuna. Um, so there were a couple of people. There were several people who actually got a perfect score. But he or she was the first one who submitted the response. So congratulations. I saw in the file that you are from Seiya, so I'm gonna send you a private message, perhaps later on, using my account, and then you can let me know if you want the premium to be sent to this account or maybe another account. These are the other honorable mentions. So we also got perfect scores. So Vita, Virus Kinetic, Ogurimo, Brother Nero, Amy, and PHTC. All the others here are also passers. So good job, everyone. Um, and then here, all of those highlighted in red are the ones who didn't quite make it, but still good score. It's just that we fell short. By a couple of scores to pass. So yeah, I'm not gonna read all of the names. I think there's quite a handful, but feel free to check them out. Um, yeah, so there you go. So we had a total of 198 people who took the exam. around 42 passed. So I'd say not bad. It's roughly more than 20%. So pretty good passing rate. So again, our premium winner is NisaRuna. So these were the timestamps. So he or she submitted the exam on the 10th of July, 5:49, an hour earlier than the second one. Okay, so you may have some questions about the items, right? And we're gonna go through a review on that, but I just wanted to get this out of the way first, and also the raffle, so that those who aren't really interested, those who aren't really interested in the actual explanations, they could drop off. They don't have to waste a lot of time watching the video. But if you're interested to see which questions were the common mistakes and the explanation to those questions, then feel free to stay on the video. Okay, now it's raffle time. So let me just pull this out real quick. Okay, this is the raffle wheel. So all the names of those who passed are here. So let me spin it. So we're just gonna spin it once, right? And the person that gets picked will win the premium. So let's here. And this is my first time doing this, so sorry guys if there isn't so much hype to it. Okay. So the winner is Zepy. Zepy, I have to check which server you're in, and I'll try to ping you as well. Okay, with the raffle out of the way, I think we can now move on to discussing the responses to and sorry the responses, sorry, the most common mistakes in the test and what the explanations are to those items. So if you're still on the video, what we're going to be discussing now would be the responses to the exam and the most common questions, and we'll try as best as we can to provide the explanations on the answers. Now, just wanted to say, and I've read this in Discord and in several of the comments, right? A lot of people were expecting some heavy math and really difficult topics, and they were a little bit surprised that most of the questions were actually basic ones. And it was really intended to be that way because I believe that we should start with basics, right? I mean, I think the fundamental understanding of how something works is the most important part in learning. So I started it off with the basics. If you've looked at the video, a lot of people were actually asking about the more advanced stuff, but I tried to keep it at the basic level first. Because for me, it would make sense to talk about the advanced stuff first and then later on get to the basics. That will just create more confusions. So yeah, so this is the point distribution, right? The average score was about 10.68 out of 20 points. And we've had several people who did get perfect. And overall, the passing rate was more than 20%, which I consider to be good. Now we had 20 questions, but these are the questions that um, were kind of like where most people got the wrong answer. Let's go to the first one. So this is a base attack. Um, Base attack is multiplied by attack percentage. This is a true or false question. Now, 34% of you answered, sorry, 65% answered true, and 34% answered false. The correct answer is false. That's because base attack is not multiplied by attack percentage. I know I've explained this before in one of the videos about the introduction to damage formula. So basically, attack or base attack, so the attack that you're getting from strength or dex, it gets added after the attack percentage kicks in. So by virtue of doing math, that number isn't multiplied by any multiplier on the left side. Okay, next one. Which of the following statements is not true about hit? And this one, we've got about 48% of you guys getting the correct answer and more than 50% getting the wrong answer. We've got 17% saying each base level adds one base hit. 11% saying each point of dex adds one base hit. And 21% saying base hit from base level and dex is multiplied by hit percentage. One thing you have to take note of is that the question is which is not true. So it's the second one. So each 10 points of dex gives an additional 1% hit bonus. So it's not true. There's nothing like that. I've invented that. Next one. So what is a minimum hit needed to get at least 100% hit rate on an enemy that has a total flee of 1000 using Magic Dragon Breath? Now the answer here is 767 hit. Now keep in mind the question was minimum hit needed, right? 800 hit would definitely get you over 100% hit rate, but it wasn't necessary because at 767 hit, if I remember correctly, would be at around 101 or 102% hit already. So keep in mind Magic Dragon Breath has 30% skill hit bonus. So picking 643 or 702 would be too small. You won't be at 100%, but if you pick 800, it will be too much. Next, what buff does Grandma Wolf give? So Grandma Wolf card is an armor card that says it gives 25% abnormal status resistance, right? 33% said that it's 25% of each resistance, right? 7% said it's 25% attribute rate, and 15% said none of the above. So the correct answer is it's 25% state def. If you've been following some of the discussions we've had in Discord, we're a little bit I myself, at least me, I'm excited on the coming patch for Dark Lord Star card because that one also gives state def, which means wearing Grandma Wolf plus Dark Lord Star will give you 50% state def already. If you are a saint or an FS saint, you do have a skill which I think is called Ode of Hope, something like that, that gives an additional state def. I can't remember exactly how much it is, but it should bring you close to about 90%. Keeping that in mind, you only need about 10% more to hit 100% state def. And if you have 100% state def, unless your opponent has state attack, it means you won't be affected by any of those base status ailments, which is poison, burn, petrify, stun, freeze, those things. So yeah, kind of excited for this, but yeah, it's 25% state def. Next, in the attached example, what is the final chance that Yulp has to poison Cerulean using Lily of the Valley? So here, so let me go to that question itself. So this one. So this is an example that I've actually just cropped from the status resistance video. So if you've actually watched it, you would see this exact same example, and the answer would be somewhere on the right. Can't blame you if you didn't watch the whole video. It was a little bit long, but yeah, the answer here is 100%. Yulb has a 100% chance to deal poison to Cerulean. That's because generally, I mean, he already has a 100% base chance, right? Poison Dam would turn out to be 1.5, which will put this as 150 already. State Dam is 1. And then Calc Attribute Poison Rate would result in 0.8. So 150 multiplied by 80% or 0.8 is, get my calculator. Give me 1 second. I'm not really good with quick math, but 150 multiplied by 0.8, it's 120. So it means he has 120% chance to deal poison, which is 100, right? Because, you can't, I mean, any value above 100 here in this equation is the same as 100. So yeah, I've heard that a lot of people got this wrong. It was actually fairly easy if you did watch the status resistance video. Okay, this is another question that a lot of people got wrong. Which of the following skills is blocked by light shield? So in here, so the thing here is you need to select all of the correct answers. Let me go to that question. You need to select all of the correct answers to get a point. Some people sent me a PM. Some people commented that there may have been a mistake in this question because they selected severe rainstorm, but they still got it incorrectly. That's because you have to select all of the correct answers. And the correct answers are Magic Dragon Breath, Card Tornado, and Severe Rainstorm. The only thing out of these 4 that's not blocked by Light Shield is Soul Depravity. Okay, next question. Long Range Dam Reduct, it's the buff given by Duff Garment, will take effect if, and you basically have to select which one is true. So, first one is the launch range of the enemy is greater than 3. So 26% of you guys picked this one. The other one is the class of the character attacking you. So 9% picked this. And last one is the weapon type of the character attacking you. So that's 27%. The correct answer is the second one. There's no set rule. It depends on the formula of the skill or attack. I said this because this is hard-coded in the formula for the skill or the attack. It's not a general rule that if the launch range is greater than 3, it will automatically be affected by long range dam reduct. There is nothing like that. So there is a chance in the future that there will be certain skills that have a long range but will not be affected by Duff Garment. It's also quite possible that there will be skills that would have a short range but are affected by Duff Garment. So there really isn't any set rule. It just depends on the formula that they've used. Yeah, next question. How much hidden penetration bonus do you get if your weapon is plus 15 and both accessories are at plus 12? Now here, a lot of you actually got the correct answer, but there was about 38% who got it incorrectly. So let me go to that answer. Sorry, my bad. I was looking at the wrong table. So yeah, 41% got the correct answer and about 59% got the wrong answer. So it's 7.2. At plus 15, you are getting 3.6%. So that's on the weapon, on accessory, on both accessories. So if you get plus 15 all, it's 3.6 multiplied by 3. The accessories, since they're only at plus 12, they only get 1.8% each. So 3.6 plus 1.8 plus 1.8 is 7.2. Okay, last question. Which of the following statements about Defreduct is not true? Defreduct works differently in PvP than in PvE. Each point of VIT gives one def. Ignore def is needed to eliminate the reduction effect of Defreduct, and none of the above. So the correct answer is none of the above because all of these statements are actually true. There is a PvP adjustment for Defreduct, thereby changing how it actually works. So there is a slight change between def for PvE and def for PvP. Likewise, each point of vit or vitality gives 1 point of def. Also, ignore def is needed to eliminate the reduction effect of Defreduct. So all of these three statements are true. So the correct answer here is none of the above. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. If you do have questions, if there are other items you want to clarify, just let me know in the comments section. I refrained from answering any questions for the past week, especially if they're related to this topic. So I didn't want to give the answers away. So now if you do have questions, if there are things you wanted to clarify, feel free to let me know in the comments section or perhaps send me a message in Discord, and I'll do my best to answer it clearly. Again, thanks for joining. For the winners, I'll get in touch with you. Hopefully you can respond maybe during daytime, and then I'll give you your reward. So again, thanks for joining this event. I will be uploading more videos in the future, and probably will be getting another exam like this. So again, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.